Facebook. Face to put a name to, so they can keep up with what you are doing and saying. There will be a time when the powers that be will use it against you, so they can accuse you to put you in FEMA camp. You will pay for your idle words. Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. You will be judged with what you say here and there. Matthew 12:37. For by thy word thou shalt be justified, and by thy word thou shalt be condemned. Defined, express, complete, disapproval of. This will be against the government. You will get your head cut off, among other ways. So let's continue on. Book. A book is to store information to refer to later, to make or break one, to surrender your life in other hands. Why do you make private worldwide? It disgraces oneself and puts you in the world to make fun of. You are in the image of God, and you are saying you do not care of the one who has gave you breath and created you. You make a mockery of him. Facebook will not make you happy. It will make you sad and lonely. It was launched in February 2004. It was created by the CIA to help Big Brother keep tabs on you. It takes the lives of the young. They cannot communicate without it. It teaches them the electronics that will one day be put in them. We are all felons, and this helped the way to pay it and more. You have become a terrorist because of this so-called way of communicating. It destroys lives. It has took over all the kids' lives, and they have no other lives than this. If you think you have free speech, you don't. It is just a way to make you condemn yourself. It is even worshipped by the young. It takes all your freedom. They will allow people they say they can't have it to have it. So what they are saying is, we want you to, so it will be easier to keep track of you. And people will do it to go against the powers that be. It messes with your life and makes computers and phones tear up, so you have to buy another. It helps sin to abound more. Your rights are taken away by the so-called free speech that you worship. If people would get off of it and put their time in God's Word, the KJV, with others, then we will get our lives back the way God intended it to be. Who will fight for you? Law is put here to control you. So is Facebook. Your power is not your power anymore. Why do you give it away? It gives money to the powers to be to do more to you and yours. Why do you destroy yourself? We all live here, and we don't trust the government. Why will you give it to them? Facebook gives the wrong impression on life. It makes you think you have to buy when you don't need. It helps your life in check for the government. It looks good, but it is deceiving. It helps to increase violence, put sex as a novelty. It keeps up with you. You have no privacy. You get brought things you don't want to be. It gives you advice you don't need or want. It gives you bad, it makes you look bad, and it never stays the same, just like YouTube. It changes all the time, even if you don't want it to. It makes you talk to people you would never talk to. People don't care what you do throughout the day. It is like being in a cult. It makes enemies of people. It helps people to stalk one that don't want to be. It gives out private information to all the world. It takes the Creator God and puts him in the wrong and destroys his way for your life. This is the biggest problem in all. Get rid of your Facebook and get your life back. It promotes porn and child pornography. Why would you pay for something to kill the spirit of a child? It makes you like stuff even if you don't. You can't get famous on it. So if you think of Facebook, think of it this way. Give your life to the one you don't want to. So instead, give it to the Creator God. Your time will be well worth it. The only book you need is the book of life. It will give you the peace you need, and you will not be lonely. Jesus will replace it with love and peace. He is waiting on you. He loves you, and he will be there for you. Just give him a try. Isaiah 59, 5 through 6. They hatch cockatrice eggs, more snakes, and weave the spider's web to catch its prey. He that eateth of the eggs dieth. This is spiritual food. And that which is crushed beneath out into the viper. If you let this take control over you, you become like the snake. Verse 6. Their web, fiber optic, shall not become a garment, neither shall they over themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and acts of violence is in their hands. It makes violence. And the strongest concordance is 6980, treacherous, a web.